From the rugged coastlines of Scotland to the rolling hills of England, the United Kingdom is a land steeped in history. And what better way to journey through time than to explore the majestic castles that grace its landscape? Did you know that the UK is home to over 1,500 castles? Today we embark on a journey to uncover the secrets held within the walls of 10 of the most stunning castles the UK has to offer. Welcome to our exploration of the most breathtaking castles in the UK, where history meets architectural grandeur. Prepare to be captivated by their beauty, intrigued by their stories, and transported back in time to an era of knights, kings, and conquests.
Our journey begins in Scotland, a land of rugged beauty and indomitable spirit, where perched atop an ancient volcanic rock, Edinburgh Castle dominates the skyline. This is no mere fortress, it is a symbol, an embodiment of Scotland's enduring strength. From its lofty perch, Edinburgh Castle has borne witness to centuries of Scottish history. Imagine the clatter of swords and the thunder of cannons as kings fought to defend their realm. Picture the elegance of courtly life, the swirl of silks and the sound of music echoing through the grand halls. Here, within these weathered stones, the fate of Scotland was forged. Walk through the very gates where once kings and queens entered, their footsteps echoing through the centuries. Explore the Crown Square, heart of the castle, and feel the weight of history pressing down upon you.
We journey to the heart of Scotland, to Stirling Castle, where the fate of a nation was decided. Rising from a volcanic crag, Stirling Castle commands the landscape, guarding the gateway to the Highlands. This stronghold has been a prize fought over by kings, a pawn in the game of power. Imagine Robert the Bruce's army charging at the Battle of Bannockburn, a pivotal moment in Scotland's fight for independence. Picture the young Mary Queen of Scots taking up residence within Stirling Castle's walls.
Our journey takes us to the heart of the Scottish Highlands, to Eilean Donan Castle. Imagine a castle rising from a tidal island, reflected in the waters of 3 sea lochs. This is Eilean Donan, the most romantic and photographed castle in Scotland. Approach by the stone bridge or by sea, and be struck by its fairytale beauty. Its history is a blend of legend and fact, shrouded in mist.
From the rugged beauty of the Scottish Highlands, we journey south, crossing the border into England. On the wild coast of Northumberland stands Bamburgh Castle, a sentinel over the North Sea. Perched atop a basalt crag, it seems to grow out of the rock itself. This fortress has witnessed Viking raids and border skirmishes. Explore its ramparts and hear echoes of bygone conflicts. Inside, discover a treasure trove of history.
Our journey takes us now to the southeasternmost tip of England, to a place where the white cliffs meet the sea, to Dover Castle. Rising majestically above the Strait of Dover, this iconic fortress has stood as the guardian of England for over 9 centuries, earning it the title Key to England. As you approach Dover Castle, its imposing silhouette dominating the skyline, you can't help but be struck by its sheer scale and grandeur. Its strategic importance is immediately apparent. From its lofty vantage point, Dover Castle commands the narrowest point of the English Channel, a gateway between Britain and continental Europe. Throughout its long history, Dover Castle has played a pivotal role in shaping the destiny of England. It has withstood sieges, witnessed invasions, and served as a royal residence. During World War II, its network of tunnels beneath the castle became a vital command centre, a symbol of British resilience in the face of adversity. Step inside Dover Castle's walls and you'll be transported back in time.
Our journey takes us now across the sea to the Isle of Skye, a land of rugged mountains, windswept valleys, and ancient legends. Here, on a rocky promontory overlooking the waters of Loch Dunvegan, stands Dunvegan Castle, the ancestral home of Clan MacLeod for over 8 centuries. As you approach Dunvegan Castle, its weathered stone walls rising from the shores of the loch, you can almost feel the weight of history pressing down upon you. This is no ordinary castle. It is a living, breathing testament to the enduring spirit of the Highlands, a place where the past feels remarkably present. For generations, Dunvegan Castle has been a place of refuge, a stronghold, and a symbol of clan pride for the MacLeods. Within its walls, tales of bravery, loyalty, and romance have been passed down through the centuries, their echoes lingering in the castle's grand halls and chambers. Step inside and you'll find yourself transported back in time. Explore the castle's opulent drawing rooms, their walls adorned with family portraits and heirlooms, each one whispering tales of bygone eras.
We journey now to the rugged coast of Cornwall, to a place where the Atlantic waves crash against towering cliffs, to Tintagel Castle, a place forever entwined with myth and legend. Perched dramatically on a windswept headland, Tintagel Castle seems to defy gravity, its ruins clinging precariously to the cliffs, linked to the mainland by a narrow land bridge. As you stand amidst the ruins of Tintagel Castle, the wind whipping at your hair, the sound of the waves crashing against the cliffs below, you can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. This is a place where history and legend blur, where the boundaries between the real and the imagined become tantalizingly indistinct. For centuries, Tintagel has been associated with the legend of King Arthur. It was here, according to legend, that King Arthur was conceived, the result of a magical liaison between Uther Pendragon and Igraine, facilitated by the wizard Merlin. Whether these tales are true or simply the stuff of legend, there's no denying the power of the stories that cling to this place. Explore the ruins of Tintagel Castle and let your imagination soar.
From the rugged coast of Cornwall, we journey now to the gentle countryside of Kent, often referred to as the Garden of England. Here, nestled amidst rolling hills and tranquil waterways, lies Leeds Castle, a place of enchantment and tranquility, often described as the loveliest castle in the world. As you approach Leeds Castle, its fairytale towers and turrets reflected in the still waters of the moat that surrounds it, you can't help but be captivated by its beauty. Unlike many of the castles we've visited, Leeds Castle is not a fortress built for war, but a place of pleasure and retreat, a place where history and beauty intertwine. For over 9 centuries, Leeds Castle has been a royal residence, a private home, and a place of grand entertainment. It has witnessed the comings and goings of kings and queens, played host to lavish banquets and glittering balls, and provided a tranquil escape from the bustle of courtly life. Step inside Leeds Castle and you'll be transported back to a bygone era of elegance and grandeur. Explore the castle's lavishly decorated staterooms, their walls adorned with tapestries, paintings, and fine furnishings, each one whispering tales of bygone eras.
Our journey takes us now to the heart of the English countryside, to the lush green landscape of East Sussex, to a castle that seems to have sprung straight from the pages of a fairy tale, Bamburgh Castle. Imagine, if you will, a perfectly symmetrical moated castle, its 4 corner towers reflected in the still waters that surround it. This is Bamburgh, a masterpiece of medieval architecture and a testament to the enduring power of the human imagination. As you approach Bamburgh Castle, its imposing gatehouse reflected in the water, you can't help but be struck by its fairy tale beauty. Its location too adds to its air of enchantment. Nestled amidst rolling hills and tranquil waterways, Bamburgh Castle seems a world away from the cares of the modern world. Step inside Bamburgh's walls and you'll be transported back to the 14th century, to an era of knights and chivalry. Imagine the clatter of hooves on the cobbled courtyard as knights on horseback rode through the gatehouse, their armor gleaming in the sunlight.
Our journey through the castles of the UK takes us now to the rugged landscapes of Wales. Here stands Caernarfon Castle, a fortress of immense scale and grandeur. Its massive walls and imposing towers dominate the skyline. This is no fairy tale castle, but a fortress built to subdue a nation. Built after Edward I's conquest of Wales in the late 13th century.
And so, our journey through the castles of the UK comes to an end. We've explored ancient fortresses, fairytale palaces, and imposing strongholds, each one offering a unique glimpse into the rich tapestry of British history. From the windswept ramparts of Edinburgh Castle to the tranquil gardens of Leeds Castle, from the rugged cliffs of Tintagel to the imposing grandeur of Caernarfon, these castles have stood the test of time, silent witnesses to the ebb and flow of history. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel and leave a comment on which castle you'd love to visit. And remember, the UK is home to countless other historical treasures just waiting to be discovered. So keep exploring, keep imagining, and keep the spirit of adventure alive